This video continues our series introducing the uses of Trim 3D Building Designer. First, I'd like to talk about your mouse. On our website, we make some recommendations on the choice of mouse that is best for this software. If you don't have a mouse with a left button, a right button, and a scroll wheel between the two, please do go out and buy one. Without such a mouse, this software becomes much more difficult to use. Moreover, all the commentary on these videos will be meaningless to you. Assuming that you have got the right type of mouse, let's start by showing you some maneuvers. Push down on the scroll wheel, hold it down and slide your mouse along. You will see the camera move, or, if you prefer, the pieces move. This maneuver is called orbit, or rotate. You can orbit in any direction you want, up and down, as well as around. This is an incredibly useful maneuver in Sketchup. Because you're operating in 3 dimensions, it might look as though two pieces are close together, but they may not be because they're on different planes. Orbiting around the pieces can give you a better indication of exactly where they are in what I call Sketchup space, and this moving around will also help you in joining them together. The second move I'm going to show you is called pan. Do the same as before, hold down the scroll wheel and slide your mouse along, but this time with your other hand hold down the Shift key. Look what happens now. The rotation movement stops and a directional movement takes over. So now you can move along the front of your pieces or move them up or down your screen without orbiting. There's a simple way to zoom in on SketchUp. You just roll the scroll button forward, and I'll let you guess how you can zoom out. Of course, in any piece of software, the most useful piece of information is the location of the undo action. In SketchUp, it's here at the top of the Edit drop-down menu. Finally, if you've zoomed in too far and don't know where you are, trust me, it happens, then do this. Hold down the Shift and Control keys with one hand and hit the letter E with the other. Look what happens. E in SketchUp stands for extent, and that command shows you the whole extent of your model and pieces instantly. One thing that I do want to show you using these commands is the backs of the pieces. Let's orbit around. You'll notice that the backs are all in white. This is to ensure that you don't put the bricks together the wrong way round. Again, trust me, it happens. Once again, I want to emphasize that we've built all these pieces for you. We do not expect you to make your own pieces, just move ours around, with a little imagination. Now we can start building, and that is the focus of the remainder of this video. The first thing that we're going to do is take our file and save it under a new name. I go to File, Save As, and I type in House 1. The reason for saving this file under a new name is so that we can make changes to our new file without disturbing the original pieces in the original file that we downloaded, and that we can use again and again. Here I'm showing you the finished product, the first wall as it's finished, so that you know what we're aiming for. This is our target. It's probably a good plan to start building your model a little distance away from where all the pieces are. This is just to give you ease of viewing and ease of access to your pieces. We could use the pieces already shown in the file, but it's probably easier to copy and paste what we need. Then we have an original set all together in the same place. To copy and paste, you can use the keyboard commands Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V, but you can also do this. Click on the Move icon, which has got the 4 arrows on it. Hold down the Control key, and then click the piece that you want to copy. Slide the mouse away, let go of the Control key at the same time. A copy of the original piece comes with you. Notice that your cursor is still showing 4 arrows, so you're still in Move mode. Move the piece to roughly where you want it to be, click to put it down, and then click in the top left-hand corner on the single arrow cursor to show that you have finished that action. You're not going to click and drag very much. What I do to move these pieces is try and grab hold of a corner, click on the move icon, zoom in, grab hold of a corner, and then just slide it across. You're not clicking and dragging, you're clicking, letting the mouse piece go, and then just sliding your mouse across to make this join. By using the corners, you're getting a much neater fit than if you try to use the faces of these pieces. You can use the zoom feature to make sure that the join is precisely correct. Let's copy a couple more pieces, take a window and a large brick piece across, and then we'll join these two together to form the rest of our first wall. Just as there was in our 2D version of this software, there's a feature in this 3D version called Snap to Object. The feature enables the pieces to dock together properly. If you watch closely, you can see that happening. As one piece nears another, it jumps to join the other piece. That's the technique that we're going to use to help design our house. If you practice what we've discussed so far, you'll quickly become an expert. Now we want to move upwards. We've built our lower story, and now we want to build the upper story. So let's put in a guide piece. This will get all our upper story pieces lined up properly. That piece isn't going to stay in position, it's just there to get the first piece of the upper story correct. So we're going to copy a window and then line that up. Grab hold of a corner, think about where that corner is going to go onto our guide piece, and then just pull it gently across into position. Now we want to take a copy of the brick piece. We put it down and then we grab the corner and put the corner into its matching place. And that's how we build the whole of the top row. Now we can click on two pieces and copy them together, and then just gently get hold of a corner and slide it across into the locked position on the adjacent brick. One final piece we need is the window. Hit on the move button, do Control, click, and just slide it away. Gets you a copy. And now zoom in so that you can get hold of one of the corners and then just join that corner up. Perfect. That's finished. Our first wall. We can click on the guide piece and delete that. And now we've got our first wall finished. We can save that file. File, save. In our next video, we're going to build 3 more walls and then finish and tidy up our model design. A quick way to go to our next video in this series is just to click on the eye icon in the top right corner, then click on the image that appears. You can do that straight away, or if you prefer, go and have a look at our websites, londonwebsoftware.com and trim.co.uk.